Hi there, welcome back to a new video. Tonight we are looking at Globalstar. Now Globalstar in the past month, well, it has taken quite a hit. Looking at where we were 30 days ago compared to now, we have lost about 29% of share price. Fortunately though, with the sell-off is kind of ending. Looking at where we were just a few days ago, we were losing about 40% of share price, and since that point at $1.38, we are actually pulling ourselves up by a further 25%. Obviously it's still not enough to bring us out of that hole, but the share price is up by about 35 cents, which is good. And again, this is a bit of an indication of the share picking itself up. Over the past week, momentum is building once more, up 20% this week. Over the past month, we are obviously looking at those decreases, but in the 6-month period, we are still up. So we're giving all of my opinions in this very short and quick video, so do make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because we're going through a few of the things which you should know in my opinion, but just know that this is only my opinion and is obviously not financial advice. But now that I've told you that, let us jump into the video and look at how this one has been moving over today and the past few weeks. Globalstar in the past 6 months, well, it is an interesting story. If you'd have bought this one in December of 2020, held it up until now, you'd be up by 408%. If you'd have bought this one in the same period and sold out at the highs, you'd have made 655% profit. But of course, in this episode, we are not looking at what could have potentially happened, we are looking at what could potentially happen in the future. And right now, after that big increase that we are seeing with Globalstar, the share price is dipping due to two reasons. Well, initially we did have that big rocket up in price, which we can see on the 6-month chart, and after that it was bound to sell off in my eyes by a small amount anyway. Now this was further exaggerated by a whole market sell-off where a lot of the market did drop, and subsequently Globalstar was a victim of this, so that is to be understandable as well. But right now things are looking quite positive. We are pulling ourselves out of this hole with Globalstar, which is fantastic. I am very happy to see where we are with this stock. Again, look at the charts, things are becoming a bit stronger. We can see increases are getting stronger and stronger per day, and this is fantastic. Today has been a rather significant one in relation to the past week. Again, this becomes a bit more apparent on the Google chart, and we can see that momentum was building towards the end of session as well, which is brilliant. So in my eyes, is Globalstar a buy right now? Well, we have spoken about what the company does in previous episodes. We're just going to quickly go over to the Nasdaq and have a quick read of the company's description again, but basically this is kind of a satellite company. You can see down here, Globalstar Inc. basically provides mobile satellite services, including voice and data communication services globally via satellite. We offer these services over our network of orbital satellites and active ground satellites called gateways, which we refer to as collectively Globalstar System, in addition to supporting the Internet of Things, IoT, data transformation, I do believe that is, but we are not going to read it all the way through. So basically, you can see a lot of what they do is in the satellite sector. We've spoken about this before. They have some good partnerships, and recently they have had their revenue come out, which is fantastic as well. Now this was fourth quarter of 2020, which is great, and we can see that in the fourth quarter, revenue increased by 4% by 1.3 million, which is a step in the right direction from 2019, which is brilliant as well. Obviously, services revenue also increased by a further 2.4 million, or 9% for the fourth quarter on 2019, which is brilliant as well. So that is good. That is two important pieces of information which I just wanted to bring you, and that is fantastic. So we do now have some great earnings for quarter 4, I do believe. I think going forwards, we are in a very strong position. So, would I buy Globalstar right now? Honestly guys, I would buy this one right now. I know that there is a potential of it dipping, and I definitely would be aware of that if you guys are looking to invest in this one. So if you're looking to buy it in the next day or the next 2 days, I definitely would buy it mid-session, not at the open, because we just don't know whether this one is going to plummet tomorrow or is going to continue to rocket. And personally, I would like to play it safe and potentially buy this one mid-session if you are looking to buy it, and hopefully get a better price at that point. But in my eyes, I think this stock has been discounted heavily due to the market sell-off, and obviously the subsequent sell-off from the share price increasing massively. But I think this company is solid in my opinion. I think if you are looking to buy it though, it is more of a long-term hold. They have a lot of potential going for them in the next year or so. I would like to see positive earnings this year. I think it's absolutely possible that the earnings could be positive. And if they are, that's just another catalyst to see this share price continue to rocket up. But again guys, I am happy that we are seeing that sell-off previously, and now we are seeing the share at a much better position. So ultimately, I do think it is a decent buy at the moment. I definitely would consider it a buy, but again, if you are looking to buy it, definitely try and get in at a slightly better position, because it absolutely could drop mid-session tomorrow. But we just don't know for certain. But at the moment, even at the price of $1.73, it's not the worst that we have been seeing, and there is a strong potential in my eyes that if you hold this one for the next 6 to 12 months, we could see an increase in price bringers past $2 for sure, maybe even up to the $5 range and potentially higher than that. And there are a lot of factors in that. It is not guaranteed that we could hit $5, but I think if this momentum does carry on, if we do continue to see the attention around the stock that we are, there's definitely a possibility that we could hit at least $3 in the next year in my eyes, and potentially even all the way up to $5 and maybe even more than that. But just to call it a low estimate, I would say between $2.50 and $3 if we do have positive earnings throughout the year and all that kind of stuff. And of course, if we have great earnings, if we have a lot more interest in the stock, we could definitely be touching between $5 and $7. And of course, that is a very, very high estimate. So in my eyes, I would stick to the lower estimate. But thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my quick opinions on what we have been seeing today. So again, it is good. I think the stock is recovering. I definitely think now we are pulling ourselves out of this dip. And I think still there is a bit of room to get some decent profits in the next 2 to 3 weeks if this, U-shaped recovery or even V-shaped recovery does continue to happen, and if we do see the share price continue to pick up. So I don't think we are going to get to as high as we previously were in the next week or so, so please don't be anticipating that one. But I definitely think it is possible that we could get past this $1.86 range, maybe even up to the low $2 range, and potentially even past this one. But again, I wouldn't anticipate going past there. I think that would be an absolute, miracle if we were to do that. But it is not impossible. But that is also a high-end estimate. So thank you for watching this very short video. I hope it made sense to you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will see you in tomorrow's episode, so join us for that. Goodbye until then.